Hello Aries, and welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. This is going to be your August reading, your full month reading for August. I'm going to try to get the rest of the signs up today. Today is August 1st. And we're going to take a look at what the month may hold for you. What is going to be the main focus for whoever resonates with this reading, of course. This could also be for anybody who has Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars in Aries. Doesn't just have to be your Sun. We're going to start off with your animal spirits, okay, guys? So let's start off there and pull two animal spirits just to see what kind of energy or animal spirit energy may be affecting you this month, okay, or that you may be resonating with. So show me, Aries, please, animal spirit. Alright, we have the zebra, wow, and the snake. Alright, nice energy. Zebra is actually fire energy, and the snake is earth energy. Zebra is all about quirkiness. The zebra energy is all about, these are the eccentrics of life. These are the people who see things very, very differently. They have a crazy, fiery quality of sort of getting everybody in the room to also be more expressive. These are usually going to be artists of all kinds, of full spectrum, but just the quirkiest, right? The most offbeat sometimes, very unique individuals, but a beautiful energy to be around. Like I said, zebra energy is infectious and encourages others who are around somebody, who is around someone who may be resonating with zebra energy, to also kind of bring their inner sort of quirkiness out, their inner eccentricity, their inner art out. Now the snake is earth energy, and it's really all about that sort of regeneration, right, of earth, renewal of earth, so that you can be creative, so that you can produce, right? So the snake really reminds us that it is a cycle that we go through, where we oftentimes have to get rid of what we've been doing, or sort of shed skin, shed time, you know, change, loss, even a sense of death, dying, and regeneration is there. But that changing is unchanging, and it's through that we fertilize ourselves and our lives so that we can continue to create. So snake energy just really lets you know that, Aries, you may be in for, if you're resonating with it, you may be in for a period of time in August where you kind of renew yourself, right, on a very material level, and you renew your energy to be able to sort of manifest, create, and produce on a very material level the things that inspire you. Okay, so you may be getting a jump start in that area. You maybe start to create a whole lot more. You may start getting into new kinds of artwork, etc., or forms of self-expression. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on with Aries this month in August. Show me. We're going to pull out some clarifiers and some energy cards later on as well, and then I'll round it off. All right, Aries, you are coming in with Empress, Temperance, and the King of Swords, Ten of Cups, Center is Wheel of Fortune, nice, and the Sun, beautiful. Knight of Wands, Emperor, and Two of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have Ten of Swords. All right. This is pretty nice energy here, Aries. What can I say, right? Let me move this back just a smidge so you can get all the cards in. Very nice energy, Aries. Very nice indeed. At the center of your reading, you have Wheel of Fortune. So it's going to be a month of like kind of opportunities coming in, right? Very unexpected opportunities, good opportunities, right? Wheel of Fortune, when the Wheel of Fortune is spinning, it almost feels as though the world is just giving us all the luck. Every opportunity, rather, is falling into our lap. Of course, there's the need to take the right opportunities, the necessity for you to be able to distinguish which opportunity is the best sometimes, right? It's not always obvious, but it is there when the wheel is turning. So great month for you to really change up and really, Aries, maybe begin some new things as this wheel starts to bring events into you, opportunity events into you. Let's get right into it. You're starting your month off with Empress energy. You come into Empress, Temperance, and King of Swords. So you're going to start the month, it seems like very snake-like energy as well. Regenerating yourself, nurturing yourself, coming back to a place where you are expressing your vitality, right? And also nurturing your own vitality. Empress is all about beauty and love. She's, of course, ruled by Venus. She is the divine feminine, right? And part of that divine femininity is nurturing, care, self-care, love for others. When you love yourself, you then are able to love others. So this is coming in for you. You have a lot of temperance as well, and then you have King of Swords energy. So it could be Empress energy is coming in, and also in an outward way. It could be that you are working with people or nurturing someone in some kind of way. You are also sort of perhaps acting as the divine feminine to someone else as you're also taking care of yourself. This temperance energy comes in, makes me feel, Aries, like there's going to be some, there may be some chaos around you for a little while, or there may be a lot of sort of high energy events around you, right? High energy individuals around you. You're having to tap into temperance, keep yourself calm, focused, steady, in touch with your own feelings, and not be, so that you are not sort of pulled around by what's going on around you. There's a King of Swords that comes in. So that's also kind of a laying down of what is going to happen next, right? King of Swords is very insistent on having those difficult conversations. He's very much the rule maker. He comes in when you need to clean house a little bit as well. So there's going to be some opportunities coming in towards that first 10 days of August, where there's going to be a lot of difficult conversations. Okay, there's going to be a lot of like very extremely honest, some would say almost brutal conversations with that king. Also with temperance coming in. So something is happening as well, right, on this side of temperance with that king. That makes me feel like, yeah, there's going to be some difficult conversations, but it will be to the point of sort of getting things straightened out. There may have been some misunderstandings or some arguments that have come along the line due to misunderstandings, and there's going to be a real kind of clearing of all that out, because this energy is very positive. You then come into the next 10 days of the middle of the month, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and Sun. And so, yes, there's a love connection that comes to completion. It's your second 10. You have a 10 of Swords here too, Aries. So makes me feel like with this energy coming in of you really completing something. Remember, the snake is all about sort of, you complete one cycle, you start another cycle almost immediately. It feels like you're really coming out of a cycle that involved a lot of, I want to say, arguments perhaps, and perhaps a lot of ups and downs with love. But you're coming into a completed period now with this 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and Sun. So also opportunities that are coming in for you this middle of August will be opportunities in love for you to kind of complete this connection here. When I say complete, it could be something like taking it to the next level of moving in. Some of you may want to get married. Just deciding and planning your future together with a love connection. 10 of Cups indicates that kind of love connection where everyone's happy. The family's happy. The kids are happy. Whether it's a blended family, mixed family, whatever, you have sort of found your perfect kind of spot there, your sweet spot, right? And now you're ready to enjoy life all together moving forward. Sun comes in with warmth and clarity. Some of you maybe experience pregnancy. Sun and Empress can sometimes indicate getting pregnant, having children, okay? Finding out that there is possibly either a pregnancy happening or deciding, thinking about it, right? Empress and Sun, very, very strong. Vitality, fertility, etc., etc. Knight of Wands comes in. And also, let me just say, with this Sun here, also, there's a clarity that the Sun brings. And there's also a feeling of being kind of all eyes on you. Some of you may be in a position or a work position where a lot of people are going to be giving you a lot of attention, and that's going to be coming in as well for you. Knight of Wands, towards the end of the month, Aries, you have Knight of Wands, Emperor, and Two of Cups. So someone is wanting to really establish how we move forward, right? There is some Emperor energy is interesting. Empress and Emperor, right? Again, this kind of completion with the Ten of Cups here, right? It may well be that this Ten of Cups is just the act of coming together and finding this right person. You're feeling that, right? So you're feeling, oh my God, this is the one I want to, this is the one I feel so complete with, right? You both know this about each other, right? However, it isn't until the end of the month, I think, for some of you, where you actually then now make the commitment. Because tens are completion, but it also means starting new again, right? Starting, let's say, the next stage again, right? Nothing is ever totally complete. And so it's interesting. It's not necessarily a new love. Some of you may be with this person or have been with this person or know this person or have been in love with this person. But in any case, that understanding is here. But for a lot of you, it isn't until the end of the month that you actually make that step forward to commit to each other. Like, actually, now we're getting together. Knight of Wands and Emperor energy indicates that Emperor is about really taking what he wants, seizing what he wants, conquering new territory, conquering new land. Also, stability. You already have your divine feminine. Here's your divine masculine. So you two have absolutely found each other. And by the end of the month, this is where the real agreement comes in. The decision perhaps to get married, the decision perhaps to move in together, that decision that takes you, that is the next step on the next journey. Knight of Wands also comes in. Interesting. Knight of Wands is going to be very actionary. So Aries, some of you will, and of course Emperor is your card, right? Emperor's the card for Aries. Temperance is the card for Sagittarius. And some would argue that the Sun is associated with Leo energy. So let me put it to you this way. Aries, some of you may absolutely be dealing with another fire sign, another Leo or another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? Or somebody who has very strong fire in their chart. You guys kind of come together in a very, I want to say, very simpatico way, right? You know, there's a feeling of simpatico here with whoever you're with, or this energy of whoever you're with this Ten of Cups and Two of Cups, right? I feel Aries, right? Even though this is your card, for some of you, you will be embodying the Empress coming in. For some of you, the Empress is the one who's coming in for you, and you are still embodying the Emperor, right? It really depends on how you see it, okay? And how this reading resonates for you. All right, so Emperor, Empress. Some of you are going to be the ones who are embodying your own card here, Emperor, and really taking this step to, I want to say, solidify this connection. And you're coming in as Knight of Wands. Some of you have someone coming in for you as Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands energy is very sort of actionary. They're going to be showing up at your door, giving you letters, letting you know, doing things to push along this passion. Okay? So let's get some clarity. Six of Swords, Hierophant, Three of Swords, Four of Cups, wow, Eight of Cups, and the King of Swords. All right, let's move this around. This is interesting, how we get deeper now with the clarifiers. Six of Swords, Hierophant energy is coming in. So, wow, King of Swords is reclarified. And then we have a little bit of boundary issues and some Four of Cups here. This is interesting. Six of Swords comes in, the clarifier up there, right? And Hierophant energy. Some of you absolutely are, like I said, closing one chapter, Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups, and really moving away from that chapter. You may be traveling, but you're kind of turning your back on, let us say that whatever previous relationships you had in Aries are well and truly done. Okay, if they've been lingering, if you've been having lingering exes or anything like that, that all ends in August for you with this closure. But also for a lot of you, really with a decision to finally sort of move away from that. So you're not even trying to stay friends and all that stuff. You really want a clean cut, and you're having it in August. And it's coming in with this temperance energy as well. Some of you, you may be with people who are not accepting that as well. The Hierophant comes in, and the King of Swords. So these are some of the difficult conversations as well that are coming in for you. Because, like I said earlier, here, the King of Swords indicates, right, Aries, you're going to be having some difficult conversations with people, some brutal, some honest conversations. And the Hierophant also is very much reminding us of our faith system, what we believe in, what we consider to be important to us, our tradition, our culture, etc., right? So sometimes it can be about having those heart-to-heart conversations about going back to your roots, or how, how if you're missing your roots, right, or if you're wanting to reestablish them, right? Sometimes we can even be talking about the idea of marriage and things like that, things that are very traditional rituals, right? But the importance of them, right? So the Hierophant is also associated with commitment, strong commitment, right, in that regard. So some of you are going to be having conversations about commitment. All right, and this makes sense because we also have Three of Swords coming in and Four of Cups. So there's something going on here with betrayal, right, and not really wanting to take a chance, right? So hard questions and discussions about commitment. It could be that even though you guys, Ten of Cups is so nice energy, right? It's such beautiful, complete energy, yet there's a Three of Swords here. Beware that some of you are going to have to make, I think, a little bit more effort with this connection that you have with this Ten of Cups, because someone here has experienced betrayal before. And so some of the energy and behavior here is going to be a little bit toxic, a little bit sort of habitual self-protection, or let's say, just someone who is wary of falling in love, wary of making that commitment, because they've been, I want to say, betrayed in some way in the past, right? So then you come to this Four of Cups also here. So in the middle of the month, there's a little bit of, I want to say, Aries, there's a little bit of challenge and shadow, okay? Somebody's not accepting the advances. Somebody's not accepting a cup of love from someone else. And it's all kind of to do with fear of betrayal and fear of sort of, being hurt. In the end, it'll come out with that Sun. Clarity will come why this is happening, okay? And still, the Wheel of Fortune is at the center, so you have a lot of opportunity for growth and moving forward. Ten of Swords here indicates that the time of having the worst kind of setbacks is coming to an end, right? So there is a need for communication here, but it's not really, there's some information that will come in with that Sun that will explain everything. And towards the end of the month, Eight of Cups and King of Swords, we go back to having those important conversations again, King of Swords. Conversations about commitment, about having the right boundaries with each other. But more than anything, just the conversations about what it is you truly desire in a deep connection. Right? Eight of Cups and King of Swords. With Emperor coming in, it could be that very much that some of you, Aries, will be initiating these conversations as you kind of are trying to get this relationship going. Because it feels to me like this is the main issue of this reading, Aries, for this reading, is that you're going to be working on yourself this month. You're going to be doing a lot of sort of renewal of self creatively, right? But there is a large love aspect here, love component. We have Ten of Cups, Four of Cups, Eight of Cups, a lot of cup cards, Two of Cups. There's a lot of love issues going on. And at the very beginning of the month, again, like I said, there's going to be some difficult conversations. Some of you are moving out of a connection or moving out of an environment where there's been a lot of arguing. You're taking some time for yourself. It's not going to be easy to do that. And but there'll be some conversations in the middle month where you're going to get into the nitty-gritty of why there may be some difficult communication. And then towards the end of the month, it feels like you're going to be setting the stage for how you guys want to move forward, because you end on a Two of Cups, which is a commitment. All right, let's pull some spirits of darkness and light cards just to see what kind of energy is this here. Yeah, this is a story. This is a love story in a way, right? The journey of one. Anyway, for you Aries, that's the reading for the Aries who this reading is for. Yes, Wheel of Fortune is turning, and in general, you're going to be going through some strong work changes and personal changes in your life. Certainly, there's going to be much more stability and money and clout coming in with the Emperor energy. But for the most part, you're busy with a particular kind of connection with somebody. You're moving away, perhaps some of you from just recently being involved, but it's about communicating this month. It's about kind of understanding why, you know, why one of you is feeling the way you're feeling, and really establishing a connection here, right? So it's not like it's going to be perfect from the beginning. There'll be a little bit of rockiness, but ultimately it's good energy. Sun, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups. It's very good energy. It does require someone to be actionary though, right? Not to give up. You know, if you're the one handing the cup of love to someone and they're not accepting it right away, don't give up. You know, there's the reason for it, and it's not necessarily you. You may have to just break down some of those defensive kind of, you know, walls and patterns and habits that people put up. Because ultimately, this feels like a really nice love connection that just needs a little work. We have Spirit of Envy, Spirit, Werewolf Spirit, yes, and Spirit of Gargoyle. So that's it. Someone's very guarded. Gargoyle, Spirit of the Gargoyle. Intimidation, Protected Guardian. Yeah, there's something going on there with being very guarded, but the connection is strong here, right? Wild, untamed desire. So there's definitely a feeling of being guarded here. Spirit of the Gargoyle, right? Somebody's feeling very guarded. Somebody is maybe being guarded by someone else. There may be an influence from the outside, but there's strong desire here. Werewolf Spirit. And there's also Spirit of Envy. So it feels to me like it could certainly be some energy from outside in, coming in. There may be some individuals who want to interfere in this connection in some way, but these are the energies that may or may not be also impacting this connection this month. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you got something out of it, please like, subscribe, and share. That's all I ask for you. And that's it, guys. Check out your love readings, your twin flame readings, your shadow flame readings. And I'll see you guys at your next reading. Bye-bye now.